So anyhow, I do all of this talking. I'm gonna cut it down and get ready to go out. It's just I'm really taking a rest because I told you talking in the bathroom in Islam is very bad. It's very bad. But I have no one to talk to about, no one to have positive conversations with. Most people keep their voices busy by having children and family and grandchildren, people to other people to take care of. But what this operation did, it attacked me discreetly, like the attorney Bill Simpkins in Oakland. Only now he is carrying out that. I'm going to get around to it tomorrow. When I sent him initially an email from my Gmail address, it means Google would be complicit, and they would answer in order to cooperate with somebody who may potentially attack people. They would answer a request with or without a warrant, because you can go and get the information, do what you're going to do without a warrant if you have people that are linked or embedded in Google as employees, but they're not really employees. Who have worked hard to get in Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, etc. Microsoft is live.com, Outlook, but they're not employees. They're intelligence officials. They're agents. They're functionaries of the intelligence of the surveillance structure, but they're embedded as employees. You can do things without a court order. You don't need a court order once you have people embedded. And there's a lot of them running around Charleston Road in Mountain View. A lot of I seen them out. I seen the GI license plate cars going in and around the Googleplex and all that. Yeah, a lot of them, man. No, it's in a way, it's good to stop child predators, rapists, stalkers, and all that. It's a wonderful thing that these professionals are doing. But guys like myself who just want to marry an adult woman and have relationships with adult women of their own choice, and then they'll go further by extension, say you are a criminal, you are a thief, you don't deserve anybody. But imagine an operation that would ensure that you're in a hole in the corner, that you will never have anything. And then they use angry Arabs who feel like they have a mantle or a duty to protect Islam from outside bloodlines who are eugenicists. Because you got Arab fascism too, as highlighted by the Hafiz al-Assad and that crew before Syria, and the Iraqi kings and dictators. I forget, before he was killed, the king of Iraq and other people, there was a lot of fascism coming out of the Bilad of Sham. What you see going on now, this murdering and slaughtering, there were strong fascist movements in the Bilad of Sham. Again, those people of that European ancestry, and linked all over again. And and it was disguised as an Arabianism, but really it was a fascism under the Mamluks of Egypt, the Yabasha, the Pashas, the hierarchical, and the darker people were naturally inclined to be their servants, their doormen, their bag. It was overt, their baggage men and all that under the blanket, under the pretense, feigning Islam, but really nasty bigots. And they could see the darker woman as they please, but the darker men better not, think. And if they did, they were the darker with the lighter classes, and the woman would marry who was lighter with the darker. He was sort of verboten. They were shunned, and they would have to go live somewhere else and not come back. In these societies, Egyptian societies and others, you see what I'm saying? And that's like I'm just talking about between the Nubian and the regular Egyptian. And Nubian has straight hair and straight noses and all that. Sharp features, similar, looking like a European that turned dark. Nubians, and then the Hamitics, like the Somalis, they even disdained against them. So what about somebody that looks like myself, that's Bantu? What chances do I have? So I believe that even though I'm of slave ancestry, I have been made to, by divine energy, by His Majesty, which I can't say his name in the bathroom, into some of the best human material existing. And that doesn't mean I am good. I come from the lowest strata of human beings. But I've been made, somehow turned into some of the best material existing. And there are people that are angry that I have become this within Islam, that I'm a Muslim. And I represent that best material. Yeah, they believe that, but there are others that are angry and they want to bring me out to become murtad, to turn back from this religious choice. And there are others that suspect my reasons for becoming Muslim. Yeah, that suspect my reasons that this is only for financial gain, that I'm only an interloper and a user, of people, and I intend to use women to get satisfaction, or similar to like I raped them. I rape them and I deceive them and make them pregnant. But in reality, I'm just using them for my own purposes and exploitive. See, all of these terms, this vernacular, this semantics of being exploitive. using, taking advantage of people. See, these words have an extremely negative connotation. They use that in application to the males of my texture and ethnicity and color and hue, H-U-E. They use words like that, exploit, take advantage, use people, you know, things like that. But when it comes to other ethnic groups, oh, he just had a good relationship. He's just lucky. He got a rich woman, mature woman, and it was attractive, Emmanuel Macron or somebody like that. And she built his career and pushed him forward. He's lucky. He's a really lucky guy, deserving and well. But like you know damn good, and you're a criminal on top of it. And they'll ride that because we're in reality. What I'm alluding to, what I'm inferring, these people are racist to the core, and evil among them. And then they have those who are Muslim have credos and credence with people of white or European ancestry, believe these pseudo so-called Muslims who are not even really practicing. They have credence with the European and American and Canadian and Australian and other. They have credence with their counterparts within the law enforcement, security, and intelligence structures that this guy is a bad guy, he's criminal, is that because they say Muhammad said he's bad, but Muhammad actually is a bigot. And I'm not talking about a beloved prophet. Which I can't do the durood on him here in the Torah. I can't. And the thing is, on his luminance, I can't do the durood on him. But Muhammad and Ahmed and Abdul and Sawaj and all that, all these people are bigots. They're bigots and they're racists. So I believe that guy who comes to the missions of charity, who's Iraqi with the suit, I believe him, the big old guy with the boar head, which I really don't want to see. And the Bulgarian guy who was with Amelia, that's why I mentioned Amelia, the woman with that number with the 999s, which is really 666, and somebody who's Scandinavian ancestry down the block, somewhere on this street here, there's a building with a mural, and they wrote a Star of David, and they put the number 666 on it, and then more Stars of David. Yeah, right down the street. So there's some connection with it, something Kabbalah, but something also insidious about it, because but it means deception. They are deceptive. All of that surrounds that is deceptive people, very deceptive, and they want to call you the criminal. They said this is a criminal, undeserving, but they're deceptive. See, I'm not deceptive. I'll say I'm a failure. I flopped in this relationship. I had my first wife's passport seized, taken, never taken back. The second one, I made her pregnant, and I could never support her. And where people would say you should have told the woman that you would never be able to support a woman. How do I know that I would never be able to support a woman? That I would be attacked for having a love for aviation? How do I know that?